Welcome, Taurus, to your August reading. We are going to go ahead and see all the possible energies and messages coming through for you for this month. Taurus, I'm starting off with your oracle cards. This is going to give us our core messages, the main themes coming through for you. I will then go ahead and clarify everything further with the tarot to get deeper insight and deeper messages. Taurus, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. The first message you have, my dear Taurus, is fertility, and this is a lovely positive energy to get because it tells us that somewhere in August there's going to be this energy of initiation, creation, beginning something new. It has the energy of spring about it, where things can grow and blossom. So once I pull the tarot, we will see what that is all about. You then have number 28, building blocks, which is another strong positive message. Building blocks tells us, my dear Taurus, that you have everything within you to cultivate an extraordinary life, to build something in an area that is of importance to you, that has possibility of being there for a long time, of going the distance. And then finally you have another exceptionally positive message. As you can see from this card, Taurus speaks to us of deep happiness. So we'll soon find out what that's about. I'm going to start off over here with fertility, and I'm just going to get your clarifiers. Right, let us see now what this fertility energy is for Taurus, please. The Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. Taurus, this is very positive to see because this fertility, this expansive energy is coming through where you might be feeling the Eight of Swords right now. And Eight of Swords, as you can see, is the energy of feeling bound, blindfolded, surrounded by no possibilities and opportunities. You know, my dear Taurus, when we get into Eight of Swords energy, it's very overwhelming because we literally cannot see our way out of it. But Eight of Swords is just an emotion, a feeling we have that happens at a moment in time. Now, wherever you might be feeling this, my dear Taurus, this is where you are going to have this energy now of fertility, which is, as I mentioned, the energy of growth, expansion, and possibility. With Eight of Pentacles coming out, in August, my dearest Taurus, you are going to find not only a way out of this situation, but you're actually going to turn this around completely, that it becomes a very big asset for you. So, for example, if you are feeling very stuck, say, for example, with regards to how to manage a certain relationship in your life, say you've been going through an incredibly hard time with a family member, and no matter what you do and no matter what you say, you just can't break through. They cannot see your point of view. You cannot understand where they're coming from, and it's really left you feeling like, wow, how am I ever going to establish a good connection with this particular family member? In August, what we see is that you are going to come up with some incredibly new way of managing this relationship. Something, my dear Taurus, that you have never thought of before. And once you get this idea and you see a sign of life, you see there's something growing there, maybe you get a small response from this particular family member. We see you now committing to this train of thought and working on it until you reach success. So if this particular family member, say, has not responded to anything you have said and done, and then you decide in August you're going to do something completely unexpected and you book a weekend away at a spa for you and this person. And you tell them, I know we're not getting on and I know we're barely speaking, but we are going to the spa together. And we're not even going to talk about what has been going on between us. And you go to the spa together, and because you are in a nice environment and because you are doing things that make you feel good, heart, mind, body, soul and spirit, and you're eating good food and you're going for walks in nature, things change. That fertility energy creeps in. They soften a little bit, you soften a little bit, you start speaking, and when things get heated, you both agree to calm down and you find your way forward. Now, this was just a very simple example. What I'm saying, my dear Taurus, is wherever you are feeling this energy of Eight of Swords, you are going to come up with a very novel and different idea on how to deal with it. And once you see that sign of life, you're going to commit to it, you're going to stick to it, and you're going to get incredibly wonderful results. With this sitting under fertility, it tells me there's going to be a beautiful surge of healthy, positive growth. So whether this is a financial situation, a significant other, it could be something to do with work or your career. My dear Taurus, look at it from a completely different perspective. There is a wonderful way out of it. And once you see a sign of life, buckle down, commit to it, and before you know it, I think you're going to be in the complete opposite energy of Eight of Swords. Now let us move on and see what building blocks is all about, and I'm just going to get your clarifiers. So we want to see now what building blocks is all about for Taurus, please. And we've got Three of Swords and the Sun. What an interesting message you have here, my dear Taurus. Now, my dear Taurus, this energy could very well relate to what was happening with Eight of Swords. And then for some of my Tauruses, I do believe this could be another situation completely. Three of Swords speaks to us of a relationship or a situation where you were extremely hurt, Taurus. You know, Three of Swords is the energy of being betrayed, lied to, being gaslit. It could have been a very big loss you experienced. Could have been a loss of a home, a loss of a job, a loss of a loved one. It's deep hurt and pain. It is in that particular area you're going to look at and reassess everything, because you, my dear Taurus, are going to now want to establish something here that has a foundation of strength and stability that fits with who you are now. It resonates with your values, your beliefs, and where you see yourself in the future. And you're going to commit to this and really work on it. Now, as you can imagine, Taurus, this will come through so differently for everybody. If Three of Swords was the energy of you losing a job, you are now going to look at work and career and money in a completely different way. You're not just going to look for any old job. You're going to look at something that you can commit to, that you know you can be there for many years, that you can expand, grow, and develop yourself, that you have a solid, strong foundation there, and ultimately it will lead to your happiness. If this, my dear Taurus, was the energy of being in a romantic relationship that ended very badly for you and broke your heart, you are now going to look at establishing a new relationship with a new romantic partner where you build a solid foundation, that you do not expose yourself to this kind of energy. So you will look at this previous relationship very carefully. Why did it happen? Who was this person? What was my expectations? What happened? What went wrong? Perhaps, my dear Taurus, you just realize that you are a different person now, and the person you were with previously is not the person you need now in your life. This person could have been somebody that was a workaholic, that was never at home, that traveled a lot for business, and you were exceptionally lonely. And you know now you need somebody that comes home to you every evening, that cooks with you, that sits down with you, you talk together, you make plans together, you travel together. You want a different kind of life. So, my dear Taurus, out of your heartache and heartbreak, you are now going into the sun energy because you know what you want. You've learned from your past mistakes and you're on your way to not only building a solid, strong foundation that's going to last a long time, but you're building your happiness, you're building your joy. Wonderful to see, my dear Taurus. Right, let us move on now and see what happiness is all about, and I'm just going to get your clarifiers. So we want to see now what this happiness energy is for Taurus, please. And we've got the Knight of Cups and the High Priestess. Taurus, we had the sun coming out and now we have happiness coming out. So we know that one of your key, strong core themes for August is regarding soul happiness. Knight of Cups is coming through, my dear Taurus, letting me know that in August you are going to get those breakthroughs, those offers, those possibilities that you've been waiting for in these particular areas. And I do feel, my dear Taurus, there are going to be other wonderful things that pop up, because with fertility coming through, fertility is an energy that will spread through all areas of your life. It'll affect your finances, it'll affect your career, it'll affect your family life, your love life, your spiritual life. Everything you do is going to have this energy of expansion and growth. So you can anticipate wonderful opportunities to pop up unexpectedly. High Priestess is coming out here, my dear Taurus, to let you know that this month your intuition is on point. You can trust your gut feelings and your intuition. If something feels right, go with it, my dear Taurus. If something feels like, I'm not sure about this, ask for more information. You don't have to do anything that doesn't feel 100% right. Your premonitions, your hunches, your dreams are all going to be guiding you in the right direction. As August moves along, my dear Taurus, you will find your Eight of Swords and Three of Swords energy just naturally lessen and dissipate and fade into the past as this fertility energy comes in and the happiness that you are meant to now feel rises to the surface and touches everything in your life. I feel you're going to have a truly happy month, my dear Taurus. Let us move on now and get a message from your guides for the month. So we just want to see now what Taurus's guides would like to share with them, please. And you have got Rest, Holy Spirit, number 24. Taurus, Holy Spirit is coming through because we saw so much happening here for you, and you are releasing the Eight of Swords and Three of Swords energy. Spirit wants you, my dear Taurus, to take time for yourself. Now, as you can see here, we've got a wonderful energy of being out in nature. And in our Rest card, we see somebody sitting on what seems to be in nature. This month, if you can, every now and then, just go outdoors. Go to the park, go for a walk. Anywhere where you can connect to yourself in nature will be highly beneficial for you. You need to take some time to rest, to integrate what is happening and what is playing out for you. Taurus, for you in August, a white bird is very significant. Wherever a white bird comes up for you, please remember what we have seen and spoken about. Please know that you are on your way to experiencing happiness, my dear Taurus, that's going to make an incredible impact and significance in your life. So that is all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you the most wonderful month, and I am sending you all so much love.